So it is Sunday now. Last night we stayed in Orbost at Amber's uncle's place, and he had a bunch of musical instruments that we got to try playing out, and he actually made one of them. What was it called again? An Appalachian dulcimer, I think. Appalachian dulcimer. Yeah, it was quite an interesting instrument. I've never played anything like that. And I learnt what a feijoa is, which is a type of fruit, which he has loads of in his backyard, and he has some stewed feijoas as well, and I'm obsessed with this fruit now. I can't wait to get more. Yeah, and now clearly we're in kayaks, so we are kayaking to Marlow today in the morning, and then Amber's going to show me around Marlow. We went for a walk around Orbost in the morning as well, and there was one cafe open because it's not only is it Sunday, but it is also Anzac Day. Yeah, and we tried this apple tea cake, and it was absolutely wonderful. Loved it. I think I need to live here just to get apple tea cakes every morning.
That's not a bad excuse to live in Orbost.
And there was this dog that looked like a stray dog. It didn't have a collar or anything, and there didn't seem to be any owner around, and it was just following us everywhere for like the whole half hour that we were walking. So that was interesting. It even walked into a shop behind us. So now on to Marlow.
Why, hello there.
We have made it to Marlow. How much was it? Like 10 kilometers?
About 12, 15 k's, 15 k's. Yeah. It would have
Sounds pretty
taken
good.
about 1 hour to cycle.
Yeah, this was supposed to be my rest day.
It took about...
And now like, oh, my arms hurt. Amber. No, it was fun. It did get very wet though.
What was the highlight of the paddle for you?
I think like a different perspective on nature and vegetation, because we were like so close to the ground, whereas usually I'm so like high up.
The ground?
I'm like an hour and a half, a meter and a half to 2 meters above the ground.
And she's been getting more sleep lately too. Sorry.
Only last night.
Yeah, so we will, and it was so close to the water too.
So we were like, I don't know, 50 centimeters above the like level
of the water, and it's just, there was ripples at first, and then there were waves, there were birds flying across.
Yeah, and having like less stable water and stuff.
And then just the mountains and the trees would just float past us, and the farms.
Yeah, luckily at a few points where we had to decide where to turn. The first time Amber decided that I should check my phone, and the second time I decided to check my phone, and it turned out that we had actually taken the wrong turn. So it was very good that we checked. But yeah, so we made it to Marlow.
With a bit of meandering, a bit of excess reps for the biceps. So Kath here is doing full body toning exercise.
Yes.
Cycling, hiking. We're doing some walking today.
Amber is living in Marlow currently for a few months. So I'm staying at her place. So I get to sleep inside, and I had a nice shower and washed my hair and get to wash my clothes after getting them caked in sand.
We had a lot of people helping make this adventure happen, with my uncle and his neighbours and my friend from ukulele, and they all pulled in to bring us a kayak and drive it to the snowy river. My uncle was like a guardian angel. He just pops up in random places along the trail with a muesli bar or...
Yeah. On the last couple of kilometers into Orbost, we ran into her uncle, and he was like, "Hey, have some muesli bars. Are you guys hungry?" Like, yes, we're hungry. Speaking of hungry, we are at the kiosk in Marlow currently, and we are waiting on some burgers and chips.
Veggie burgers.
Yes, after our arduous morning. And then Amber's going to take me on a walk along the estuary and the beach. And then tonight we're going to have a bit of a study sesh, because I actually have my final competency call for my medical admin course on Tuesday, while I'm supposed to be cycling. So I'm going to try to get some of that knowledge in my head.
You can do it.
And finish my medical admin course during a bikepacking trip. So I was planning to have my GoPro in my pocket and be able to take it out very easily to just film while we were kayaking. Like as we were sort of shuffling our way off the shore of the river, it fell out of my pocket. And I knew that it had been in my pocket like a few minutes before I got into the kayak. So I was like, oh, I'm sure it's in the kayak somewhere. And I tried to look around for it, but I couldn't really do that much without capsizing. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to use my phone to record. But I had to keep it like in a Ziploc bag, in a dry bag to make sure it didn't get wet because my GoPro is waterproof, but my phone isn't. When we got to Marlow, we started shaking around the boat and we couldn't see it anywhere, but we could hear a little like clunk here and there. And as we turned over the boat to sort of tip out the water, we had to shake it like, how many times did we shake it? Maybe like 10 or 15 times.
Yeah, it was like a
until we finally found the GoPro. And we were like, oh, it's been, ricocheting around the kayak this whole time. But it still turns on and it works. So I guess I've tested its waterproofness.
Great. So the adventures of the GoPro. Maybe today is the day you go into the ocean.
Oh, I've just been in water.
Okay, you'll be fine. I'm not going to force you to go swimming today, no.